Nothing on the screen, so. Yeah, Jamie was screwing around with it.
Yeah, I just put the last meeting.
Camera is.
There we go.
I will call the DRB meeting to order, November 20th, 2024, 7 PM. Approval of the agenda, oath, public hearing, permit application 24-033. Sean Nava has applied for a change of use permit for Royal Enfield located at 3584 Route 346, Pownell, Vermont, from retail to retail cannabis retailer. Public comment and adjourn.
Make a motion to accept the agenda as printed.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All those opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Oath. So whoever's going to be presenting their, for the presentation, I need name and we'll have to take an oath. So who's going to present? So what?
Tell us what you're gonna do.
Yes, you're gonna give us an overview of the permit and what's going on and change of use and just an overview of
What's gonna happen?
what's gonna happen.
Okay, so do I have to stand up or something?
Well, I just need your name and swear you in.
Sean Nava.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Do.
Okay. So what we need from you is an overview of your operation, your intentions, and just what your business is going to be like.
So we started out, we're still a motorcycle dealership, obviously, and we had the extra room there that we asked Priscilla if we could sublease and decided that we could generate some more revenue because it's been slow. Powell had opted in for cannabis, both of which Dave and I really know nothing about when it comes to that kind of stuff. So more of a business opportunity than anything. So we put a wall up, complied with the state for a firewall to separate the two businesses. And we put it on the end of the building with its own entrance. Commercial camera system, alarm system, because we had to meet compliance for the CCB. Which was a lot more than we thought was initially, but you know, it's a good thing. It's definitely.
It is, yeah.
It's definitely a good thing. And yeah, we had to meet fire code. He came in, signed off on everything.
Okay.
So we honestly don't know how it's going to go as far as how much business we're gonna get. It's kind of like, why not try it?
Yeah.
We have businesses in New York, because that's where we're from. We're an independent Volvo car dealership.
Yeah.
And then we have a motorcycle franchise, and we expanded to Pownell, which was great because we, believe it or not, we looked in Bennington for a year prior, and man, was it hard to work with.
It was hard to work with, and that was great.
It was.
And Priscilla's.
It was legitimately an accident. We were driving by here
We had,
and on our way to Bennington to try to look again. And she had a For Rent sign up on the building and stopped in and.
she did. We had the pizza thing.
The building,
And we kept on
the
saying.
garage was
pizza
on
thing.
Facebook.
And one day I was looking on Facebook Marketplace. And I thought, man, that's like that building. And that was how we met Priscilla.
And here we are.
Okay.
So it worked out good because it's been great being here. And
Our neighbors were great.
yeah, and it was just one of those things where we're like, let's try it. You know, and Chris has the experience in it, so he's gonna help along the way to try to see what happens. And it's, you know, we don't mind taking a risk, so that's why we're kind of doing it. And
And we keep it clean.
yeah. And if you have any
We realize we have
suggestions,
neighbors.
Should we just have him tell us
Our
his
neighbors.
name?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sorry, not trying to be. I was gonna say, yeah, go ahead.
seeing as how you're presenting also your name is?
Sorry, Dick.
Just for the record.
I should have been.
It's okay. We like it. It's a good
So-
foundation. We're all getting lost.
Yeah.
It's good.
What are the hours of operation going to
We
be?
don't know what they're gonna be yet, but we're thinking Monday and Tuesday closed.
Okay,
Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Right.
Like noon to 8.
okay. Because those are things that, as far as the permit goes, that have to be kind of documented.
Do we have to give you those definite hours tonight? Because we can give you that schedule now. Say we want to,
The feeling of the board is,
I'm just saying, like, so Wednesday through Sunday,
Wednesday through Sunday, yes.
okay, same hours, 12 to 8.
Well, could we say
Whatever they want.
9 to 8, and we can always reopen from 12 to 8, right?
Yeah, would it be better to say other hours?
Right, but if you bought 9 to 8 and you were open, let's say,
Just-
10 to,
just for an overview, for purposes of the permitting
Yeah.
process, so people, if there's any questions as to what's going on with hours of operation
We
and,
don't know, we kind of don't know enough about it, so I would go with the 9 to 8.
Yeah, because we do 9 to 8, 7 days a week and tell you guys that, and then if we only
And not
open
do it-
Wednesday to Sunday.
yeah.
you could always, you could amend your
You can
hours.
amend your permit.
Yeah.
Hour.
Let's
The
do
permanent
9 to 8, 7 days a week.
Are there restrictions on business hours?
No.
Well, not so much business hours, it's just for informational purposes. This is part of change of use, gathering information as to the operation and, because what are your hours of operation now at the motorcycle shop?
We're 10 to 5,
Like,
Tuesday
till
through
Sunday.
Okay.
12 to 8.
So just to correlate the two businesses and what's going to happen between the two of them, even though they're separate but conjoined
Okay.
entities.
Okay.
Just, so we can get a feel of what's going on.
Yeah, I think general, because 9 to 8, then 7 days. Yeah. And then if it's less hours, even better.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with that, 9 to 8.
Yeah.
Monday through Sunday.
Because people are gonna ask me when you open.
Right, no, and that's just it, this
Those are the hours that you could be open.
Whatever.
When you tell them if they show up, we'll be open, so send everybody.
and that's, that it may benefit you in the long run
Okay,
as to, as business either increases or decreases.
yeah. So
Then,
that'll give the flexibility you're saying.
Right.
Give the advice then, yeah, let's do that, 9 to 8, Monday through Sunday.
because you,
Is it true in Massachusetts, you only can buy so much product and then you gotta go somewhere else to buy the
It's
rest?
just same way in Vermont as well.
Okay.
There are daily
So
limits.
people will travel, a lot of people come to Pownell to go to the post office.
Mhm.
Yes,
And they don't like to go to, the other two places in Massachusetts all the time. It's like someone buying booze somewhere every day, they come in and just hand them the bottle, So they like to, move it.
this is real regular.
Yeah.
We just don't hand anybody.
Oh,
anything.
no, yeah.
No, as a matter of fact, our front door, where you come in the front door, there has to be somebody that IDs you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
But then after that, there has to be a screen in case somebody's walking by, so they can't see in, like as children or something like that.
so approximately how many employees are you going to have?
About 100, no.
An hourly wage is gonna be.
Probably 4, I would say at the
Okay.
most. It's small, it's only 320 feet.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah, it's only 320 feet, so. We're coming in Albany, we have 14,000 square feet. So, going to, I don't know what Dave said about being real regulated. Just our experiences with, it's the first time we've ever done business in Vermont. The state is phenomenal. The regulators are great.
Nuts.
The fire guys, you probably think we're crazy because you guys are used to dealing with them, but I mean, compared to New York, everybody is so helpful.
Yeah.
Like, the DMV guys, we're all geared up and ready for some sort of confrontation, because when they come into the place in Albany, it's some sort of power trip kind of thing. And these guys were just like one of us.
Yeah.
It was so cool, and they're helpful, they offer suggestions on ways to make it better and how to abide and make it easier. Whereas in Albany, they're waiting for you to mess up and
They want to beat you down.
Boy, will they.
We get along.
We get along, you know.
It was in Albany too, you know.
We're by the book.
We always
so
have our fire extinguishers and.
If you guys have
when the lights go out,
suggestions-
we fix them and you know, we don't,
If you have suggestions for us or recommendations, please.
yes.
Because it's a new venture for us. We have absolutely no idea.
So when we initially started in the cannabis retail warehousing production, we got quite a bit of input from the state as far as, you know, entities coming and going, and a lot of it when we initially got feedback from the state, it was probably very few and far between. A lot of the shops are going to be looking for higher traffic areas, population centers and things along that line.
Sure.
So, you know, wish you luck, but
I'm so glad we didn't get that.
Yeah, we've always been a low key place.
Yeah, we're in the middle of,
Nowhere.
yeah, well, middle of nowhere, but it's a motorcycle.
No, I got
It's a good
Yeah, oh, yeah,
And,
you're on the edge of everything and nothing.
nothing.
Yeah.
You're an hour away from everything
Yeah,
now.
when we were in there,
there's three
We're
roads.
literally an hour away from
There's a lot of traffic down there.
3 hours.
The airport.
Yeah.
I remember being in there, putting this up on the air in a scissor lift, and it was when did we open? May of
2 years
20.
ago, November.
Yeah. And we're on a scissor lift painting the ceiling in there, and it was a real warm day, early spring. And on motorcycles, going by, 'cause that's obviously our business, and I counted 60 bikes in the 4-hour window that we were there, and I'm like, how the hell did we find this place?
Lake George,
Like,
go
this
to
is-
Lake George.
This is perfect.
You're right in the tri-state area.
Yeah, and then AJ, the guy that runs the place for us, like he was like, yeah, we're on a main motorcycle road. We had no idea, like we just needed an address for our franchise agreement.
When it started out, you could only get so many motorcycles per dealership, and we were selling them like crazy. Yeah, so we got this place just because we wanted an address. And we were just gonna, you know, it was just gonna be an address, you know, then we liked it, you know, and,
A lot of foot traffic.
it's been great, you know, as a matter of fact, it's better than our other place in Colony, New York.
I went down there, liked the place, and looked around, I bought a T-shirt, even though I'm an Indian.
And you're not wearing it now?
Yes.
Oh, so you've been in the place, yeah. So you met AJ.
You met me.
You met AJ. He's great. And we met him, we sold him a motorcycle. We drove to Williamstown, Mass and sold him a motorcycle, and he contacted us 6 months later. And here we are. That's kind of how it all started, you know? And then that's kind of how the cannabis thing started, going back to why we're here now is.
And we got that idea from you, from reading about it in the paper.
Yeah, you guys had article in the paper.
That said, you want,
And
like
then-
everything like cannabis. I'm like,
Then all of our bike owners are coming in, they're like, yeah, I should do cannabis here. And Chris walks in, he's like, this would be a great vibe for cannabis. And we're like,
Yeah.
because we don't partake. He said, all I do is eat.
That's nice meeting. You guys are positive. But yeah, last night. On center, you know,
Mhm.
very positive.
so any questions from the board? Any more
No,
clarification?
I'm
Any-
good.
Paperwork, everything was.
I mean, the security cameras are all state specs, so
That's correct.
that's, you know, only thing that's.
All state specs,
Yeah.
the compliance agent has access to them if
Yeah.
he needs to.
Yeah.
So you have an alarm system?
Yep, that's all.
That's all state spec, because I looked into doing that at one point.
We all did.
On each wall, on either side of the wall in our divider, we have two, on each, it's 5/8 sheet rock, two double.
Fire rated
On
sheetrock.
either side.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all alarm now, lighting.
Yeah.
We do have to do all the fancy stuff inside.
The product itself is secured when hours of operation are done.
Yep, we had to build an actual, what they call a vault.
Okay.
So when you go in there, there's a separate room in the back that locks, which is camera, magnetized, alarm, motion sensor, the whole nine.
Expect to get broke into.
That's basically what they were telling us.
Yeah,
Sure.
And that's where I was alluding to is,
Yeah.
you know, unfortunately, you can expect
Yeah.
some kind of vague.
We've already had cameras on the motorcycle side anyway, which we monitor the whole outside of the building anyway from Albany.
Yeah.
But like, this was at a different heightened level because they were like, people are gonna try to kick your door in and not how it was so far away, but I've had one issue since we've been there.
In the motorcycle place, you know, people come in with their kids and all this kind of stuff. So our place, so we have it blocked off the restroom. So like kids can go in there and, you can't go in it from the cannabis.
Yeah, that's probably something you guys wanna know. You can't access the cannabis place from our motorcycle place. It's total separate entities.
Yeah.
So that's what he's saying, we wall off the bathroom. We made it so that if you came in with your son or daughter and you wanted to use our bathroom, you would not be able to visually see the cannabis in any way.
Yeah.
There's no windows on the door, there's no windows in the cannabis side. You can't.
And there's no door from the cannabis side into the.
That's correct. There's no door separating cannabis from motorcycle either.
So there's no windows, no.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, you can, there's a back door currently.
Yeah.
That's locked and alarmed, but we're probably gonna do away with it. The state didn't care that the door was there or not. But more than likely, we don't know what we're gonna do with it yet because.
I guess they're still shoring it up the way you would a liquor store, so.
Yeah, are you gonna have an ATM machine?
Yep.
Yeah, you don't have to do, but.
No, I'm just questioning Stuart. I got robbed too.
Yeah, based on what they're saying, it definitely sounds like you need an ATM machine.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got it.
Cash.
But I mean,
That's the way that.
And everything is tracked.
I read about it.
Us too.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've never dealt with so much regulation, and that's coming from New York. I mean, this is so regulated, but just based upon feedback from people we know that have dispensaries in New York, like, it's not gonna make a difference doing it in smart.
Bates philosophy is from seed to smoke. They know exactly where it is in their pipeline. From the minute the seed, you've got a seed until the day somebody smokes it.
That's great.
Yeah.
So so everything is tracked. That's why they're doing it the way they're doing it.
Yeah, I think it's
They've been
great.
great. It's been a pleasure working with them. I mean.
Yeah, and they're great to work with.
Combative.
No.
Yeah, the compliance officer that came and did our inspection last week, we basically only had 4 weeks to get it done because they put the moratorium on retail licenses.
I know.
And they initially, we had been keeping in touch with him when we got our pre-qualification back in May. And he had told us, he's like, take your time, get your infrastructure in place. There's no time limit. You're already kind of grandfathered in. And then they put this moratorium on him and they're like, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
What? And one of the weeks I was going on vacation with my family to Mexico, so that was gonna drop it down to 3 weeks. But I don't know how we did it, but we got it done.
Yeah, we did it somehow.
We got it done. And they signed off on it, so it was.
Excellent.
Yeah, so hopefully it's successful, and like I said, it's nice because there's two separate entities there, so,
Yeah.
if it's slow going.
We have a great landlord.
Yeah.
It's true.
When
Ever-
will you be opening?
We're shooting for January.
Cool.
Yeah.
To help you through that post-Christmas.
My birthday month, I love it.
Yeah, that's my birthday.
New year, new me.
Birthday.
Pre-roll your birthday. Come on down. Do you really?
Yeah, I'm not the guy to talk to about the product.
Me is our.
So it'll be all locally grown.
It's all right.
Yeah. I
I remember our meeting with you, well, a couple of them, but through the computer.
Yeah.
Right, up in your house. Yeah,
Exactly.
correct.
because you can't, it has to be marijuana that is grown within the state,
Yeah,
period.
No interstate commerce.
wasn't that?
And the closer, yes, so that works out good because in the beginning, that's the way the concept was supposed to be. That local people would grow it and then it would sell it locally.
Exactly.
So I'm glad at least it works in our neighborhood like that.
Yeah, we're actually the model for the state.
I have a question. Does any of I think it's 20% tax, right? Does any of that 20% go here?
Wait.
Did you guys?
Are you kidding me?
1%?
No, no.
We talked about it way back when we were in that room going over the whole cannabis stuff.
Right.
And we all talked about it, if you guys remember, for the same group.
Mhm.
What can we do? Is there ways to for us to be able to get a piece or the 1% tax. But then we also talked about if we did that, we might have to do it on other goods and other things, remember?
Right.
Like alcohol, which personally,
But the 20%, that's all the state.
now, here's my question. Now we're kind of getting all crazy now, but do we have time to try to potentially explore looking into the 1% for the town?
That's another department. That's not this board's job.
Can,
You
And-
could,
who is it?
That would be select board.
that would be the select board.
Oh, so we could
Well, the thing is,
power, I guess. Well, as a citizen, do we have power to?
As a citizen, you guys got all the power.
And while I'm on the record with you guys, would you be open to exploring it?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
so
We thought
We thought that was gonna be great for the town.
Yeah. Why wouldn't we turn the stone over?
Yeah,
We need a new firehouse.
Yes, we do. You're right.
The piece in the paper.
We need a new firehouse.
yeah.
If you're gonna get visitors.
The article that you guys had in the paper for Pownell, it kind of implied like that's why
That would
you
be
guys
a
were all
revenue
for it. It would be a
stream for-
revenue stream for the town, like.
No, it's a revenue stream for the state.
well, what it would boil down to is, consumers. It would bring in, revenue and customers, and it would kind of, in a way, build upon the commerce in the town itself.
Because they would-
So that's kind of what it was referring to as, you know,
That's
as
because-
business, we're, as you well know,
After
we're
buying
business
some
poor.
and trying
at this
some, they'll be
particular point
hungry
in
and
time.
they'll just stop
See,
eating.
this is where your business and Jimmy's business are kind of synergetic.
Yeah.
Because once they finish using your product, they're gonna wanna go to Jimmy's and use his product.
That's why I don't partake of our
I've
products.
been to your place and got your product.
Oh, okay. Okay, all right. I haven't been in there yet,
Dallas.
but yeah, we would.
It'll go down there. It'll.
So we would.
It's a place to start something else.
Do you have-
Get something, you get something.
And it seems, like you said, then other things would want that. This is kind of
A niche.
yeah, it's a niche. It's not like, I don't know, we're not like selling.
No, you got your own business.
Right.
Maybe
You guys sell beer and wine, right?
Maybe you'll take.
We got the license, but we never.
Yeah, they did.
Got a license to do it.
Yeah.
You can't sell it to people if they've been drinking. So they're gonna come in, they're gonna wanna buy beer, they're gonna say, yeah, I can't sell it to you.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna wanna kill you.
I honestly didn't want the liability.
Yeah.
We didn't want the liability.
I'm not a good fighter, I'm too old.
So on that note of buy, Vermont product, buy local, do you have, if this does go well, do you have a backup supplier? Because you can only grow just so much, correct?
Right, but we're allowed to buy from any.
But I mean, are there other entities in which you can source this from?
Yeah,
Okay, so you have connections where
Absolutely.
things can keep,
yeah,
if it does work out well for you guys, you could keep your product in.
absolutely.
Yeah, I only make a small segment of what products are out there. We're gonna be working with growers and manufacturers throughout the state.
Okay, so there'd be other
Oh, absolutely.
suppliers working in.
Because
in
everybody
conjunction.
specializes in their own product, so
Exactly.
somebody's gonna make some gummies, somebody's gonna be making,
Correct.
the roll smoke, somebody's gonna have
Yeah.
the, pipe smoke.
Oils.
Animals.
Pipes.
Yeah, when you showed me the list, I'm going.
Do I make a motion?
You got that? You got that?
So, as far as the presentation goes, that pretty much sums it up and.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, unless you guys need something.
No, I think we're good.
Anything
First time I've ever done this, so,
That's great.
yeah.
Anything else from the board?
I don't have anything.
No, paperwork's all made out.
If there's something,
So,
if there's something that we haven't discussed that comes up, just tell us.
Yeah.
Please, we're really.
That'll be sure.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm sure you would, but.
Yeah.
But no, everything looks
Steady.
good.
You don't see anybody here complaining, okay?
Well, the funny part is, once we're done, it would come from another board. Our hands would be out of this. So if it's not done here tonight, it won't be from this board, but any other concerns would come from his board.
from my,
So,
It's on the slide.
select board.
The select board?
the select board.
Select
So,
board would be like the bottom, the ones that run, I don't know where you're from, but if you have like counselors or
alderman,
aldermen.
Okay, okay,
We're all appointed by the selectmen, so they're the law.
Okay.
so anything above and beyond,
Might go that. far.
any concerns later on would be coming from them.
Okay.
So once we're done, we're done.
Yep.
Once we issue the permit or deny it, whichever, then we're done. We're exonerated from all other responsibilities. So,
Okay.
Okay. Do we see if there's anybody got their hand up?
Hello, gentlemen. First of all, Jim Kosis up North Mason Hill Road. This doesn't affect me at all. I hope the guys have a good business plan and everything, and it works out good. I especially like the 1%, if not more. But the one question I have is, I'm just curious, and I just like to have Hannah just confirm that, since there are no one else there, from the neighborhood, did certified letters go out to the abutting neighbors to let them know of this meeting? And I think that's a good question to ask before you go into a deliberation, just to make sure that the necessary people that are next door, and unfortunately, anyone that's 2 or 3 houses away don't have any say unless they stop in to read notifications or look for it in the newspaper. So can you just confirm with Hannah that?
Jim?
Yep.
Hannah's confirmed that those letters have all gone out. They
Okay.
went out at a timely manner,
Okay,
and Priscilla can verify that.
okay.
She is in a butter.
That's all I wanted to know, because there are
Oh, she's not.
issues. There are times.
Oh, you're the landowner. My apologies.
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
Nothing. I was apologizing to Priscilla.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Thanks, Jim.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that blows me away though, going back to the tax thing, that you guys don't get, the town doesn't get any. It's cool for us because it's the first time we've ever been like in a small town thing.
Yeah.
oh, don't worry, your evaluation will raise. We're gonna get it. It's gonna be tax dollars, but
You should.
yeah.
Okay.
Um,
I
so
make a motion that we accept the change of use. One second.
any discussion? Any more discussion?
No.
All those in favor? All those opposed? Any abstentions? The motion passes. The permit is granted, change of use.
Thanks, guys.
Granted.
Okay.
Wish you luck.
Yeah.
Yes.
So cool.
Yeah, we're in the town of Colony, which is in Albany County. It's the 3rd largest town in the country. We've never sat in a meeting like this because
we had to hire a guy who wrote the rules for the town of Colony. We had to hire him to get the process going. It was so complicated. And
Do we want to?
Adjourn.
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Yeah, second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Good night, all.